it's your girl Tahirah Ahshah here, and welcome back to my channel. Today is super special to me because in this video I will be revealing my very first product, which is the Pure Life Planner. As you guys know, I recently started my own business, the Pure Life Stationery company, and I just got the sample for my Pure Life Planner and I wanted to reveal it here. And I will also be giving you guys some tips, some tricks, and just some overall guidance in how to find the perfect manufacturer for your business. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, definitely continue to watch the video. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And let's get right to it. Okay, so before we get into the review, let's jump into the vendor process. So I know you're probably thinking, well, you sell planners and stationery products and I sell computer products, or I sell lashes, or I sell hair, or whatever. It should not matter what type of business or what type of product you are offering your customers. The search for a vendor should be the same. We should all be looking for the same characteristics within the vendor when offering a product to our clients. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing that you should do is make a vendor chart. So a vendor chart should be different columns of different things that you are looking for in a vendor, and then you can check them off as you go to see if that vendor is meeting your criteria. So I wish I had mine in front of me, but I don't. Pages and pages in my binder consist of my vendor charts. So in my chart, I have my vendor in one column, the price of the product in that column, the type of product in another column, shipping costs and the speed of shipping, communication. I indicated how they communicated with me, and any extras. So extras are, if they were able to provide me with customized packaging, items that I can bundle my planner with, like tabs and gold foiling, hardcover, soft cover, different things like that was what I put in the extras column. But you can include in your chart whatever it is that you're looking for with your particular vendor. But a chart is a great way to keep up with the conversations you are having with your vendor. And it's literally a spreadsheet of all of the vendors that you have contacted, and you can, compare those vendors right there on that list. You can either put it in your notebook like I did, or you can actually, create an Excel spreadsheet, if you're into the technology. But whatever works for you, I just recommend that you create a chart. The second thing I recommend is creating an inquiry email, just a generic email that you can send to every single vendor so that you're not typing a different email or a different message for every vendor. That is super time consuming, and just creating a generic inquiry email will save you lots and lots of time. So some things that should be included in your email is, of course, your company's name, the product that you're looking for, the specs of your product, so color, size, shape, any additional details. You should be inquiring about shipping time. And of course, you should also be asking about the price of your particular product that you are inquiring about. The inquiry email is super, super important. And like I said, it will save you a lot of time in the long run to just have a generic email. I did most of my search like on my mobile phone. So I made my email and just copied and pasted into my notes so that I could, copy and paste it to all of the other vendors that I was contacting within my search. So yes, create an email. And then step number 3 would be doing the search. So you have two options. You can either do the search on your own, or you can purchase a vendor list. I recommend doing the search on your own, and then if you come up short, then maybe purchasing or inquiring about a vendor list. The reason why I say this is because everyone's quality is not the same. Quality is super subjective. So what someone else may think is quality may not be your quality, right? So let's say someone charges you $50 for a vendor list, right? So you pay $50 for that vendor list. You get the vendor list, you communicate with the vendors, they send you samples, and the product is terrible. The quality is terrible. So now not only have you wasted precious time that you could have been doing your own research, but now you're out of $50 that could have been gone to your small business. And $50 for a small business is a lot of money. So we just want to be mindful and actually just do the work yourself. And then, like I said, if you're coming up short, then, you know, maybe trying to reach out and find a vendor list. So yeah, you could either choose to do a vendor list or do your own research. So if you're doing your own research, I recommend just going to our handy dandy Google and putting in your search in there. So let's say that if I was selling lashes, right? I'm looking for a lash vendor. In my search, I am going to type lash manufacturer in the United States or lash vendor in the United States. Or if you want to get super, you know, specific, you can do 3D mink lash vendor or 25mm lash vendor, and search those results, or, you know, review those results. And you may have to review several pages of Google results before you find the perfect manufacturer. Your magic vendor may be on the 7th or the 11th page of that Google search. Y'all, you have to put in the work. If you are looking to purchase overseas, some overseas websites are AliExpress, AliExpress.com. I know there's one called like fashiongo.com or something like that. Maybe Google it, I don't know. And then there's one called Alibaba, ALIBABA.com. But I know for sure AliExpress and Alibaba are two popular overseas manufacturers, and they pretty much have everything that you can choose from. So you would just go on the website. I believe they both have apps as well. So you would just either download the app or go on the website, put in your search, and then you'll get hundreds of vendors on there. But a lot of the vendors are just repeating themselves. They just sell multiple products within that one vendor. Just do a super concise and thorough Google search, or you can search on one of those overseas websites that I just told you, but just to make sure that your search is thorough. And then, of course, once you reach out to those vendors, you will send them your inquiry email that you've already came up with, and then you will add that vendor to your chart that you have already created. So those are the top 3 things you should do for your manufacturer search or your vendor search. Now, on to the tips. The number 1 tip would be communication, you guys. Communication is key. Like, literally, I don't care if you are able to sell me a planner for 1 cent, okay? If your communication and your customer service is trash, I cannot work with you and I cannot select you as my vendor. So communication involves a variety of things. Communication involves how well they respond to those inquiry emails that you send out. So how responsive are they? So if you send them an inquiry email and they take 5 days to get back to you, that is unacceptable. Honestly, a vendor should be responding to your email within 24 to 48 hours. Yeah, and that's whether they are domestic or overseas. If they are domestic, they need to be responding to you within 24 hours, period. Another thing would be when you send them the inquiry emails, are they answering all of your questions? All of your questions need to be answered. So let's say that if I sent them my email and they responded to all of my questions, but they did not answer the price or they did not answer the shipping question. That's the whole reason of me, you know, inquiring about the planner. I don't need you to respond with, yes, we can do that. I need you to answer the questions that I had in my email. And if you don't answer it, that's ringing an alarm in my head as well, because if you're not answering, then that means either shipping is going to take super long and you don't want to talk about it, or the price is super high and you don't want to tell me that yet. So like I said, communication is super important, and communication is important when it comes to how honest are they being with you. So I know a lot of the vendors are going to talk a big game. So they may tell you like, hey, we can produce 3,000 orders for you and get it shipped to you within the next 10 days. Those people are lying, you guys, especially if they're coming from overseas. They are really, really lying to you, and they just want to get your business. So you have to understand the ones who are being honest with you and truthful, or the ones who are just trying to, just talk a big game so that they can get your business. Something else that is under the umbrella of communication is availability. So how available are they to you? Will they only communicate via email? Will they only communicate via, the website chat box that they have on their website? Or are they, texting you? Are they FaceTiming you? My vendor, like if I FaceTime him, he is on it, or if he is unavailable at that time, he will let me know. He'll say, hey, I'm in bed right now, or hey, I just got into, the office. I'll give you a call back in 5 minutes. And he follows up with that. So FaceTiming is super important for me because I have a very vivid and it's a physical product. Like it's a paper product, so there are a lot of details. So when he sent me my sample, I was able to open it and show it to him and say, hey, I want to change this and this and this and this. I guess you could have done it with pictures, but just being able to FaceTime someone and them being available to you and them making themselves available to you is super important to me, and it should be super important to you. And another thing, like I said, I would recommend is that you ordering a sample. So after you select your vendor, you should be ordering a sample immediately. A sample is going to either make or break your decision to work with that vendor, because then you are able to see what you will be giving your customers. And for my paper product, I noticed a lot of changes that I wanted to make for my planner, and a lot of mistakes that I made, like typos, or the date in the calendar was wrong. Like some of these things are things that you want to catch immediately before ordering 3,000 or 5,000 planners or 5,000 bundles, and the bundles are trash. Like you want to make sure that you are ordering a quality product before you send it to your manufacturer. So even if you aren't pushing a paper product like I am, I would still order a sample. Let's say if I was selling hair, because anyone can run their hand through the hair in a video, send it to you, and you're like, oh my God, the hair is so pretty. But when you actually get the hair, you notice 2 weeks later, it's not what it was. So I recommend you getting the hair, installing it at least for like a month, or, washing it a couple of times, knowing the difference between blow drying it and letting it air dry, and, putting different products in it to see how the hair takes for certain products. All of those things should be done before putting that hair on your website, because you want to make sure, again, that you are offering a quality product to your customers. Everything looks good as soon as you get it. You want to see the longevity of that product before offering it again to your customers. Just throwing that out there. To me, that's non-negotiable. Like you have to order a sample, period. Okay, so are you guys ready for the review? I'm so extra. Here she is. Oh my God, my nails are hideous. But here she is, you guys, the Pure Life Planner. Live Life Purely. She has hardcover gold foil, gold coils, double coil. I'm loving the extra details. And then she's super thick, you guys. She is an 18-month planner, super thick. You can literally plan your whole damn life with this planner. Pure Life Stationery on the back. And it's not white, you guys. It is more of a cream color, but the lighting is kind of throwing it off. But let's open her up. Look at her. So this is what she looks like opened. We have the pocket folder, and there's also a pocket folder in the back. And then, yes. So these are the 3 lines that you would use. I mean, you could pretty much use them forever for whatever that you want to use them for. But I would, put my name, my email address, and like telephone number or something just in case my planner gets lost. But yes, this is one of the things that I would want to change. I would probably turn that gold to match the gold in the back. And then, so this is, you see you have the tabs on the side. This is a full 18-month planner. So it goes from July 2021 to December 2022. So then you have, this is probably my favorite page in a planner, y'all. It's where you would list your goals for the year and then changes required. So what are some of the changes that you would have to make in order to be able to accomplish the goals that you listed there? Then we have a whole page on how to actually use the Pure Life Planner. Then we have a note section. This is something that I am going to change as well. I'm going to make the lines like a little bit more notey, if that makes sense. So I'm going to make the lines like thinner and just not as bold. But yeah. So now we are coming to the first spread, which is the budget page. So you have your budget page and then your monthly focus pages for each month. So the budget page, you have your pay dates, net pays, savings goals, and then you have your to-do list, self-care ideas, important things, and then your main focus for the month. What is your main focus? And then July. So this is what, like I said, it starts in July 2021. This is what each calendar page will look like. I'm going to make these smaller, like the numbers smaller, and I am going to add the holidays to each calendar. And then this is what the spread looks like. It's a vertical calendar. So you have June through July. So it starts in June 28th. Then it goes into July month. So I divided them up into 3 sections, and you can do the vertical calendar however, which way you seem fit. A lot of people just do vertical calendar starting with like morning, afternoon, and then like evening. But I like to divide mine up into 3 categories. So I'll do family, business, and then self. And then, you know, list the different tasks that I'm going to complete for those different categories. But again, it's up to you on how you want to lay out your pages. And then this is the back page. These are the last couple of pages. So before then you have the note pages, and then you have your reflection pages, and this is just how you are going to reflect on your year. And then you have a full 2021 calendar, and then a full 2022 calendar, and like I said, another pocket folder in the back. So yes, that is the Pure Life Planner, you guys. So yes, as you can see, there are a lot of different changes that I am going to make to my planner before I submit it to my website to be purchased by my customers. And that, again, you guys, is why I stress ordering a sample from your supplier. But yes, thank you so much, you guys. I have decided to do pre-orders for the planner after I make the corrections. So pre-orders are probably going to be ongoing maybe in late March, early April. I'm still trying to figure out when would be a good time to do the pre-orders, because although they are going to be pre-orders, I want to make sure that I am able to get those out to my customers within a few days of them ordering. So even though they're not going to be able to use the planner, I still want them to be able to have the planner in their hand a few days after they have purchased on my website. So yes, thank you so much. Definitely follow me on Instagram. All of my social media pages are in the description. Engage with me. Let me know what you think about the planner. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments on what type of videos you would like about the small business or entrepreneurship process, whether it's marketing or, you know, creating a budget for your business, anything like that. Definitely just leave it in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can receive alerts when I post my next video. Peace.